Hi, good morning. I'm not in the mountain today, so I do apologize for that. I'm at home. It's cloudy. They said we're gonna get some rain today, which will be nice. It's been damn hot the last few days. So I'm gonna record in my garden today. I started this channel to reflect on my life experiences so far, but also to reflect on the world and society in general. And the society and its people are in trouble, man. It's not going well. And I got an interesting comment um, on my Unlocking Inner Peace video. So I thought I'd address that and also make a video on the reference I made to the rush and the madness of society. So yeah, let's talk about burnout today. Let's begin with my definition of burnout. If something is burnt out, there's no more fuel to keep the flame going. Think, um, think of it as a log on a fire. If that log's burnt out, the fire's gonna die unless you put another log on the fire. The burnout is exactly the same. And with this rush of the world, which seems to get worse each year, that logs burn out very fast, man. And if your log burns out, your body will shut down, and that's guaranteed. And goes into some shock state, I reckon. Now, some of the symptoms include constant tiredness, mental fatigue, um, just disinterest in anything and everything around you. You don't get sleep at night. There's countless, man. There's countless. But the fact of the matter is, you feel it. You know it. Your body knows it, and your body will stop you. And that will render you helpless, effectively. Our lives are so fast-paced. And for what reason? Why is this? And I think it's not being acknowledged because it's seen as some sort of weakness that people try to run away from. Now the question comes in, what brings us to this burnout state? The pressures at work, deadlines you must keep, pressures from family and friends, social media. Let's not even go there. You've got this constant influx of information, constantly, because you're always connected. I had a conversation with a few people this week about especially mails and WhatsApp, social media. But there's so much information coming through when you actually open your mail. It's a total information overload. And it shouldn't be like that, man. I come from an age that we didn't even have cell phones, man. No, I reckon it wasn't that bad then. But nowadays the smartphones become something else. People feel they need to be connected the whole time. Yeah. It's not even going to the whole geopolitical problems going on in the world now. I mean, that gets to you as well. It makes you negative, man. Because you can't understand why. Why is this happening? Why are people so disrespectful? Selfish. Mostly I think burnout comes from trying to live up to the expectations and lifestyle you've built for yourself, or that you envision your life should be. That's been imprinted in your mind by your friends, family, colleagues, media, how the perfect life should look like. And that's what everybody strives for. And the fact of the matter is, man, your money is getting less valuable daily. So you have to work harder to get more money, to buy the things, and to live up to everybody's expectations, especially what you've built in here. And that is gonna burn you, man. It's gonna burn you big time. And many of these expectations are self-inflicted, man. And that's gonna upset a few people. But you put the most pressure on yourself to push harder, work longer for less money. Actually, if you sit and think about this, we get stuck in this rush of the world. But for what reason actually? If we're doing ourselves harm at the end of the day. For some pipe dream that we're not even sure is gonna happen. So I think there's one principle we've forgotten over time. And the easy way of explaining this would be a merry-go-round. If you are on the outside rim of a merry-go-round, that force of the merry-go-round spinning and you holding on for dear life is gonna be immense. And at some point, if you don't hold on, it's gonna throw you off. If you lose your grip, if you can't hold on anymore. And I'm sure most of you, hopefully, have experienced a merry-go-round in your life. My favorite thing on a playground. And there's a thrill in that, holding on, and so you can hold on the longest. But you learn quickly that if you move yourself to the middle of the merry-go-round, the chances of you getting thrown off is next to nothing. While everybody on the outside is struggling to just hang on for dear life. Now if you are in the center of the merry-go-round, two things happen. One, that force is not that big, so you're not going to get thrown off. And two, it seems that merry-go-round is going much slower than it's actually going. And that is important. So it's a simple lesson that we are taught as children. So let's use that example of the merry-go-round where the merry-go-round is your life, right? If you're gonna live your life on the rim, you're gonna have immense forces pulling you. And the faster it goes, which it is currently in the world, it's gonna be worse. So at some point you're gonna lose your grip and you're gonna be pulled off that merry-go-round. And that is burnout, my friend. That's the time you realize, listen, do I get back on or do I just stay on the ground? I think that's the easiest way to explain burnout. If you do get back on that merry-go-round, be sure to go sit in the center of it. You can see the chaos around you unfold, and you'll be hardly touched by it. And I think that is the message I want to convey today. You need to get off the rim of your life and get into the center of your life. And from the center you've got much more control over your life than what you've got on the edge and just holding on for dear life. So what are some of the practical tips I can give to get to your center of your life? Well, for one, less time on this. That will be a nice place to start. What I tend to do these days are, if I'm at home, I put my phone on flight mode. I've turned off all my notifications on my phone because I found that if that phone makes a sound, it brings up a anxiety, you must know now kind of feeling. And just by putting off your notifications on your phone, brilliant, man. It's amazing how quickly that has effect. Man, you don't need to know everything every second of every day. Why do you need this? Rather spend that time with people you care about, reading, spending time in nature, whatever, man. Find something else to do. We've been doing it for thousands of years. Why should it change now? Another thing I can suggest is make some time every day to spend reflecting on the day and just be quiet. Don't overthink stuff. Just be quiet. And that's why in my losing yourself video, I said I like to go to nature because there's no rush in nature. There's a natural quietness in nature, a slowness that spills over to you if you're in it. But whatever, man, go watch people. People are interesting to watch. Whatever makes you happy. Just spend some time with you, reflect. Yeah, do that. It's important. When you do something at work or wherever, you focus on one thing at a time. Don't let this tell you to do 10 things at a time because it's not practical, man. You can only give your attention fully to one thing at a time, not 10 things. Then you're splitting your energy totally wrong. And you can't do 10 things well. You can do one thing well at a time. When you talk to someone, really be in that conversation with that person at that time. And this is actually pretty hard to do. Because if you've got 10 things in your mind and someone comes to talk to you, that 10 things is still in your mind and there's an 11th thing that came into that picture, Yeah. Start by focusing on one thing. And if that one thing is a person in front of you, that is the one thing. Yeah, and the last thing I want to touch on, man, be kind to yourself. We are way too harsh on ourselves. I mean, you know when you cannot perform 100%. Don't push yourself more than you can handle. Everybody has their breaking point. You don't need to do that, man. If you feel that you need to do that to get by, it's one thing you must realize. You have the brake of your life in your hands. You are not a passenger in a vehicle, man. And if you feel like you're a passenger in a vehicle and do not have any control over that brake to stop it, then you seriously need to rethink your current life situation, man. And get out of that car now. Take control over the car again. And thank you for that comment. I like comments like that lets one think a bit out of the box. I enjoy that. Thank you. Well, thank you for watching. I hope if you made it thus far that you maybe found some meaning and some helpful information on your journey. If there's one takeaway from this, man, we need to start being kinder to ourselves, taking care of ourselves, listening to ourselves. Not put ourselves in these boxes that society and people around us want to put us in. You have free will, man. Use it. There's no one that can tell you how to live your life. Will never be.